Happy Days was a popular ABC sitcom set in a 1950s suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Sadly, with such a large cast, and considering the show's so far in the rear view, several stars have died in the years since. Tom Bosley will forever be remembered as hardware store owner and doting dad Howard Cunningham on Happy Days. The actor played the Cunningham patriarch, father to Richie and Joni, and giver of fatherly advice to Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli for the entire 11-season run of the series. Bosley never minded being associated with the sitcom character, despite boasting a long stage and screen career that scored him an Emmy nod and a Tony Award.
Good. You tell her just exactly what your mother told you. If she kisses a boy, she'll go blind.
Bosley died at a hospital in Rancho Mirage, California on October 19, 2010, at age 83, while fighting lung cancer. His co-star Marion Ross said her TV husband was an actor so quick-witted that he could improvise a better line or scene at the drop of a hat, according to a Los Angeles Times obituary for the actor. Bosley once said he did not mind being known to the public as Mr. C, noting that it was a compliment that people remembered the character so fondly. Erin Moran enjoyed fame as a child actor in the 1960s and 70s. Before scoring her life-changing role as the Cunningham daughter Joni on Happy Days, Moran logged roles on Gunsmoke, The FBI, The Courtship of Eddie's Father, My Three Sons, Family Affair, and The Don Rickles Show, according to IMDb. After joining Happy Days in 1974, Moran teamed up with co-star Scott Baio to headline the short-lived spin-off Joni Loves Chachi. She continued to act sporadically through the 1980s and 90s, but nothing trumped her fame as Joni Shortcake Cunningham on Happy Days. Sadly, Moran was found dead on April 22, 2017 in Harrison County, Indiana, after a 911 call about an unresponsive female was placed, according to ABC News. She was 56 years old. Moran's husband later announced that she died from cancer, according to the Chicago Tribune. 4 months before her death, the actor learned she had carcinoma of the throat, and she underwent chemotherapy and radiation, but the illness quickly progressed and spread to her spleen. Pat Morita enjoyed a successful TV and film career. After a recurring role on Sanford & Son, he played malt shop owner Matsuo Arnold Takahashi on Happy Days from 1975 to 1983. In the 1980s, Morita left Happy Days to star in his own TV series, the ABC comedy Mr. T and Tina. The show was short-lived, but Morita made history as the first Japanese-American actor to lead a TV series, as Entertainment Weekly later recalled. Morita later followed his Happy Days heyday with a lead role in the 1984 movie The Karate Kid, and 3 of its sequels, playing Mr. Miyagi, the wise mentor to Ralph Macchio's Daniel LaRusso. The role would make him a pop culture icon, even beyond the fame of Happy Days. Morita worked steadily as an actor until his death. He died on November 24, 2005, in a Las Vegas hospital of kidney failure, Variety reported. Morita's wife Evelyn released a statement to announce his death and to remember a man who'd, quote, dedicated his entire life to the craft of acting. His Happy Days co-star Ron Howard later praised Morita, telling Entertainment Weekly that the actor always had a, quote, positive spirit and a sense of humanity. Al Molinaro was a television legend known for playing Officer Murray Greshler on the 1970s comedy The Odd Couple. He was also a TV commercial regular who pitched everything from frozen dinners to the skin cream Court Aid. In what would be his longest-running role, he played Al Del Vecchio, the second Arnold's drive-in owner on Happy Days. Molinaro began his run on Happy Days as a regular in 1976 and played the role until the series' end, and then appeared on the Joni Loves Chachi spin-off as the same character. He also donned his Happy Days apron one more time to play Al Del Vecchio in the intro to the 1994 Weezer music video, Buddy Holly. Molinaro died in a California hospital on October 30th, 2015, according to TMZ. He was 96 at the time of his death. The late actor's son told the outlet that Molinaro suffered from severe gallstones, but elected not to have surgery due to his age. Before she was a star on Laverne and Shirley, Penny Marshall made her debut as her wisecracking character, Laverne DeFazio, on Happy Days. The actor appeared in 5 episodes of the ABC sitcom, playing the sassy Schatz Brewery worker from 1975 to 1979. The character was popular enough to spawn the long-running Laverne and Shirley spin-off with co-star Cindy Williams. Marshall also played Laverne in the Happy Days spin-offs Mork and Mindy and Blansky's Beauties, and later voiced the character in the ABC Saturday morning cartoon series Laverne and Shirley in the Army. After playing Laverne, she became a successful director, making hits including Big and A League of Their Own behind the camera. Marshall passed away in her Hollywood Hills home on December 17, 2018, due to complications from diabetes, her publicist told The Hollywood Reporter. Marshall, who was 75 when she died, had been diagnosed with brain and lung cancer nearly a decade before her passing. In one of the final seasons of Happy Days, Henry Winkler's Fonzie dated single mom Ashley Pfister, played by Linda Pearl. Child actor Heather O'Rourke played Ashley's daughter Heather for 12 episodes on the show from 1982 to 1983. Fans would later recognize the blonde child star for her role as Carol Ann Freeling in the Poltergeist horror movie franchise. O'Rourke died suddenly at age 12 on February 1, 1988, at the Children's Hospital and Health Center in San Diego, shortly after she finished filming Poltergeist 3. The young actor's cause of death was an acute bowel obstruction, complicated by septic shock, according to an obituary in the New York Times. Doctors later told the Associated Press that O'Rourke's sudden death was, quote, distinctly unusual, because she lacked prior symptoms of the bowel defect that caused her death. Happy Days stars Winkler and Pearl attended O'Rourke's private funeral on February 5, 1988. Before he landed his own sitcom, comedian Robin Williams once landed in Milwaukee in a spaceship. The actor's alien character Mork was first introduced on the 1978 Happy Days episode My Favorite Orkin. The character returned for a second episode in 1979, and was popular enough for Williams to score a spin-off with Pam Dauber.
Sliding lip sounds unappealing.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
The Mork and Mindy pilot episode featured Williams and Dauber's characters meeting and later falling in love after the Orkin alien was sent to Earth by his superior, Orson. They even eventually had a son. Williams played Mork on the Mork and Mindy spin-off from 1978 to 1982, then went on to a successful movie career in films such as Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poets Society, and his Oscar-winning performance in Good Will Hunting. His final TV series was the short-lived comedy The Crazy Ones in 2014. Fans were heartbroken when Williams took his own life on August 11, 2014. The beloved actor, who was 63 at the time, suffered from severe depression and had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease shortly before his tragic death, according to The Hollywood Reporter. If you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, please call or chat online with the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK 8255 or text HOME to the crisis text line 741-741.